In the growing world where technology has become a necessary source of communication, special attention must be placed on the potential hazards of social media.
Internet has taken a major part of life. Objective is to find how it affects youth and to bring out certain solution for this problem.
Who are responsible if children use internet negatively?
Do the families have a fundamental role on their children to use internet safely?
What is the solution?
Addiction.
Online games and social apps on the internet can be addictive to children.
The internet addiction can result in disruption of the development of their mental at young age.
Work ethic. They may easily get online and look for anything they want, from the favorite music videos and TV shows to difficult homework answers. Cybercrimes.
Unsuspecting internet user might easily become a victim of criminals
Who interfere with their emails or do something with their credit card information. Abandonment of family.
One of the most important disadvantages of the excessive use of internet is family abandonment.
Parents do not pay attention to their children and they become insensitive when they depend on the internet.
In addition, too much use of social media pushes children into an isolated world. They can spend hours using the internet and as a result, they ignore their families. For them, accessing the internet is more important than taking time to talk to their loved ones.
Physical development.
Spending hours on the internet, engaging on social media, and playing online games can drastically inhibit the children's physical development and lead to sedentarism.
Instead, this should be replaced by physical activity and regular exercise.
Cyberbullying.
Another negative effect of internet on children is cyberbullying. These cyberbullies always expose themselves and demoralize their victims.
This causes a rise in the students' suicidal attempts because they are harassed and feel embarrassed, but they cannot share their problem with anyone. Privacy disrupt.
Naive children can exchange private messages, pictures, etc. through personal chats with strangers.
Their privacy gets hindered and they are not protected by the web. At times, dangerous people get their private information and misuse it. Cheating. The internet has become the biggest cloud storage in the world now.
Students may easily find the test answers or essays for any subject and use them, resulting in academic fraud, cheating, and plagiarism.
Lazy. There are no statistics on the number of students who are addicted to the internet, but in fact most children spend more than 8 hours a day surfing the web.
They play games, listen to music, or access their favorite website without caring to study or work. Many students even drop out of school or get expelled.
Webs. The number of students visiting bad webs is uncountable. According to research of the University of Florida, if students use internet over 3 hours a day, they can easily be sexually exploited.
With the spreading of the sex webs, a large number of children can fall down into sexual exploitation because their thoughts are affected by these webs. Students talk and share joys and sorrows with friends on internet. They only see the worst. I'm very sad, but you don't see the eyes anxious of a friend who's next to you. Some students do not like chatting face to face with friends. They just relax when they talk on apps. They prefer to chat somewhere which can separate them from the real world.
The ability of thinking and creation is limited. They search on the internet to find the information they need without working their mind.
This situation can cause the lack of creativity in students, and this is one of the worst negative effects of internet on children. They do not try to find out any new things by themselves.
Wastage of time. Wastage of time seems to be one of the worst negative effects of internet on children.
Obviously, if they are addicted to internet, they waste more time on internet rather than giving time to their studies. This will affect their exam results and long-lasting depression.
Insomnia. Playing games or chat with friends late at night on the internet affects their sleeping time. Being awake late in night will lead to insomnia.
This is a very harmful habit because it can affect health. This condition not only affects mental growth, but it also harms physical growth.
Are cell phones risky? Cell phones are everywhere. There are over 6 billion cell phone subscriptions worldwide, nearly one for every man, woman and child on the planet, and many people claim they can no longer live without them. But are they safe? Is it possible that something so near and dear to us could be risky? And if so, what kind of risk would it be? For starters, most cell phones these days use lithium-ion batteries which, as a previous Risk Bites explored, can present a fire risk if you abuse them. But so long as you don't treat your phone like a racquetball, you're probably okay. Then there's the non-ionizing radiation. Like other wireless electronic appliances, cell phones use high-frequency radio waves to do their thing. These radio waves allow the phone to communicate with satellites, computers and other phones, which in turn allow us to communicate with each other. What makes cell phones different from other wireless appliances is that we have a habit of holding them next to our heads. So it's perhaps not surprising that researchers have asked if there's any risk associated with extended exposure to cell phone radiation. To put it bluntly, they want to know, can cell phones give you brain cancer? Researchers in the United States, Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, the UK and other countries have been looking into the question since cell phones first hit the market in the 1980s. For years, they have tracked cases of phone usage and brain cancer across time and geography. After decades of research and massive studies using hundreds of thousands of people from multiple countries, the answer is a resounding probably not. In 2011, the World Health Organization pulled together a group of experts from around the world to review the available data on cell phone radio waves and cancer. Their conclusion? The vast majority of evidence shows no increased risk associated with cell phone use. However, a slender few reports did find a slight association between cell phone use and cancer. So the WHO, being a cautious body, declared cell phone radio wave emissions to be a possible human carcinogen. What does this mean? Simply that there isn't enough evidence to be sure either way. We can't say that cell phones are unsafe, but we don't know if they are 100% entirely safe yet either. That may sound scary, but before you cancel your phone subscription, consider that this category of possible carcinogens also includes coffee and pickled vegetables. Surprisingly, the best studied risk associated with cell phones comes not from the phone itself, but from the distraction it causes to drivers. We'll dive into that another time. But until then, don't forget to subscribe and stay safe. And whatever you do, don't watch Risk Bites while driving.